Okay, good evening everyone. Hello. Okay, so for today's video, we'll talk about the folk dances in Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. So here you are again. I am your teacher or instructor, Vincent Navarro, your instructor in Path Fit 3. Okay, for today's lesson, we'll talk about the folk dances in Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. So last meeting, I told you to create your timeline, which is your assignment that is for grouped, okay, 1 2 3, and I also told you to select at least two folk dances from Luzon, two folk dances from Visayas, and two folk dances from Mindanao. Okay, magseselect kayo, then you will going to perform that on Friday this week. So and of course I'm very proud that you meet the set deadline that last week merong mga nakapagpasa na ng mga timeline nila, so very good. At least nakapagpasa kayo dun sa deadline natin. Okay, so here is our topic. Okay, without further ado, let's have our explanation or discussions on the folk dances in Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. So first, we have the folk dances in Luzon. First is Abaruray. So what do we mean by Abaruray? So it is a contraction of the word Aba and Ruray. So when say Aba, it is an equivalent to hey, hi, or hail in English, while Ruray is a nickname for Aurora. So this folk dance is that the characteristics of Hapayan, Tagayan, Pandango sa Baso. Okay, meron siyang tinatawag na Hapay din. Okay? Because in Hapay, we also said that Hapay is as if you are offering a handkerchief or offering a glass of wine to a person. Okay? So that is Abaruray. Next one, we have Cariñusa. Okay, Cariñusa is not new to us. This is a very common folk dance which is every celebration, ito yung ginagamit natin na sinasayaw because this is a friendly folk dance kasi madali lang yung mga steps nito. Okay, Cariñusa, it is a flirtatious Philippine group dance is in the Maria Clara suite of Philippine folk dances where there is a fan or handkerchief play as important role as it places the couple in a hard-to-get romance scenario. So, ang Cariñusa, meron siyang characteristics na parang yung mga babae, hard-to-get sila. Okay. And of course, even hard-to-get sila, there are graceful movements pa rin na nangyayari. So, next one is we have Kalapati. Ang Kalapati is originated from Cabugao, Ilocos Sur Province. And it symbolizes peace and it represented by imitating the movements of graceful dance. Kalapati, hindi na yan bago sa atin. Wherein, it portrays the traits of Ilocanos wherein simplicity, naturalness, and shyness. Next, we have also the Lahota Manileña. Okay, it is a dance named after Manila, which is the old capital of the Philippines. And dancers were use bamboo castanets to accompany their dances. Okay, for them to provide it's in order for them to provide music. That is Lahota Manileña. Next, Maglalatik. Maglalatik is not new to us. It is also a common folk dance. Wherein this is a mock war dance or war, okay, between the Mastins and Christians that originated from Binyan, Laguna, Philippines. Actually, Maglalatik, there are many versions of Maglalatik. Hindi lang siya example ng war dance, but it's also example of occupational dance. Because today, this dance is performed in honor of town patron saint San Isidro Labrador. Okay, for the information of everybody, San Isidro Labrador or Saint Isidore Labrador is the companion or the patron saint of the farmers. Okay? Siya yung patron saint ng mga farmers natin. So, Maglalatik can be considered as war dance and it's also considered as occupational dance. Next, we have Palo Palo. It is a dance or it is a war dance that shows how the community joins forces as one to defend themselves. So, ang Palo Palo wherein showing how the Ibatans defended themselves against the Christian intruders and how they learned to accept Christianity and live a virtuous life. So before, wala pang paniniwala yung mga Ibatans natin. So maybe they are pagans, they don't have that religion. That's why when there's Christian, invade nila yung Philippines, sinakop nila Then, lumawak ang Christianity sa buong bansa. So, hanggang pumunta sila sa mga Ibatan, and ang mga Ibatan na ano din sila, na-influence din sila, that's why nagkaroon din sila ng Christianity na religion. Next one we have Chotis or Shotis was one of the ballroom dances introduced by early European settlers. Say European, so it is also a product of colonization. This dance, as Camarines Sur, has been adopted by the Bicolano people and is characterized by brush step hop movement. Okay, that is Chotis. Next one is Aray. Okay, Aray. So, sa Ilocano, hindi na to bago sa atin because aray means it's ouch or masakit. Okay, a dance whose words are sung in Chabacano, Ermitense, a hybrid of Spanish that was only spoken in Ermita district before the turn of the century and today is extinct. So, aray. Basta nanggaling niya siyan sa salitang Ilocano na kung saan, or Chabacano Ermitense, na kung saan meron din siyang tawag dito, characteristics na parang nasasaktan ka. Aray. Wherein yung mga babae, sinasabi nila na aray. Okay? Next one, we have also the Bindian. Okay? Bindian, an Ibaloy who inhabit the southernmost mountain regions in northern Luzon, perform victory dances to extol the bravery of warriors of yesterday. So, hand movements are downward, suggesting the people's affinity with the earth. That is Bindian. And of course, ang sayaw sa bangko ay hindi na bago sa atin because this is also an example of physical dance. This dance is a native to the barrio of Pangasinan, Lingayen, Pangasinan, and demands skill from its performers who must dance on the top of the bench, roughly 6 inches wide. So, ayan, ang sayaw sa bangko. And Sublian is a ritual dance that originated from Baway, Batangas in Luzon, Philippines. The word Sublian comes from the word subsub, which means falling head, and bali, which means broken. So, ang sublian kasi ay parang yung waves ng dagat. Like, kapag yung dagat kasi, di ba, may urong siya. Sulong, may urong sulong. That's, may characteristics na step na ganun. So, those are the folk dances in Luzon. Okay? So, to continue, we have also the folk dances or the Visayan dances. Okay. So, Visayan dances or Visayan folk dancing runs the gamut from worship dances to courtship and wedding dances. Okay, a distinct, okay, mayroon tang tatlo. Worship, courtship, and wedding dances. A distinctive type is a wide assortment of mimetic dances in which movements try to mimic, for example, the flight of birds, the catching of fish, and the making of wine and other aspects of Visayan's life. So first Visayan dances is we have the Sinulog. Okay, wherein it was Cebu word for carried along by the current is believed have originated from the ritual dance for a pagan deity who was fished out from the sea. So ang Sinulog festival is a worship dance. So, Sinulog is also a dance who is also patronized by Santo Niño. Okay? Next one is Gapnud. So, mostly kasi, mostly is more on festival ang mga Visayan dances. So, Cebuano for Flotsam. It is a worship dance popular among the people of Negros Oriental, and it is a reenactment of the discovery by the fishermen of image of Saint Anthony de Padua of Padua, or the patron saint of the town Sipulwan, Negros Oriental. Okay, so one of the rejoicing and merrymaking that ends in a fluvial procession along the coast. So ang Gapnud or the Flotsam is fluvial. It symbolizes the fishermen. Okay, wherein image of Saint Anthony de Padua. Okay, nangyayari ang fluvial parade or yung pinaparade nagpaparit sila doon sa dagat mismo. Next one is, we have the Surtido Cebuano. Actually, Surtido, we have also here in Cagayan. Okay, Ilocos. Meron ding Surtido ang Ilocos. So, meron din tayong tinatawag na Surtido Cebuano matatagpuan sa Bisaya. Okay, Visayas. It is a square dance said to have originated in Bantayan. And Surtido, literally, assortment is performed by several pairs of dancers with a head pair called cabeceras and side pairs costados guiding the other dancers in varied quadrille formation. Okay, next meeting I will going to discuss to you or to execute to you how to execute sortido. How to execute costados and cabeceras. Okay, next one is La Verde. Okay, La Verde is a literally green, from the word green. It's a courtship dance from a mountain settlement in Talamban, Cebu. It is a series of quick steps and quick changes. The dance celebrates what is lush and full of life. The dance is performed by interesting cast of two girls and a boy instead of usual pair of dancers. Okay, so meron tayong dalawang babae at isang lalaki na nagpe-perform sa La Verde. Next one is Kuradang. It's also known as Kuracha. Actually, Kuradang is one of the dance step in the Philippine folk dance. Okay, I will also introduce this one to you. It is a lively wedding dance popular in Bohol, where it is performed to the accompaniment of a rondalia. Okay, gumagamit tayo ng rondalia. So, alam naman natin kung paano tinutugtog or naman natin kung paano yung tono or melody ng rondalia. Several of string instruments that is Kuradang. Next is Itik-Itik. Okay, Itik-Itik is not new to us because this is also one of the famous dance in the Philippines, wherein it is a mimetic dance that depicts the movements of wading and flying itik ducks. Dancers mimic the short swaying gait of waddling feet in the intense energy of close-cropped flapping wings. Next, we have also the Mananagat. He's one for fishermen, depicts fishermen at sea. Dancers in long line formations mimic women scooping water from the bangka or canoe. Okay, from the word bangka, yun yung bangka na natin, with bamboo shells and men wielding wooden paddles. That is Mananagat. Next, Mananggete. Okay, coconut wine topper reenacts the stages of making tuba or coconut wine. So the dance starts with movements that mimic the sharpening of sanggot or skite, and then proceeds to the cleaning of the kawit or bamboo container, climbing of the coconut tree, extracting of the sap, and finally tasting of the tuba. Yan. So very diverse ang sayaw na meron tayo sa Pilipinas, wherein those old dances are very popular, wherein we can say that these dances are appreciated by the other countries, okay, internationally. Next is the ohong, or the last one is the ohong. It's a one word for mushroom and the mimetic dance ohong. Okay, ohong or oong, mushroom. Ohong features rapid thrilling movements by women dressed in long, billowy skirts with layers of petticoats. Yeah, layers of petticoats visually representing mushrooms. The dance is celebration of the onset rains of a bountiful harvest. Ayan. Tumutukoy din siya sa mga bountiful harvest ang dance na ohong. Okay, so that ends our presentation. So, ang sakop lang muna ng ating presentation today is the folk dance of Luzon and of course the dances of Bisaya. Okay, Visayas. So, by next video lecture, I will going to create also another video lecture for the Mindanao dances. And yeah, so if there are any questions with regards to our discussion today, you may also raise that on our comment section or the comment section of our YouTube channel. And of course, if you have questions, you may also have your own research in order for you to be clarified. So since it's not all for me to give you all the knowledge or give you all the important things that you need to need to learn. But of course, as a students, you have to have your discipline also or initiative for you to gain more knowledge about these folk dances. So since you are going to execute so selected dances from these different regions or from Visayas, Mindanao, and Luzon. Okay, so yun lamang for today's video, and I hope that in your performance task that I gave you or that I sent to you, sana nga by Friday you will going to execute or showcase your what you have practiced. Okay, so yun lang, and have a blessed evening to every one of us, and of course bless God bless to everyone. So thank you very much, and goodbye to all of you.